we'll party. We first got to know her from her sizzling Sports Illustrated bathing suit issues. And when she married Billy Joel, it kind of made headlines all over the world. Made a lot of men cry, too. Let's bring out the ultimate uptown girl, Christie Brinkley.
Out there and stand and pose like a C and a B.
Yeah, because you don't like to dance, do you? You kind of moved a little bit.
My husband says, I dance so badly. He says, Christie, you're just so white. You're so white, it's ethnic. You know, because I no.
Didn't you you moved around a little bit in this one movie, the one where you kept driving the car, past.
It was all special effects.
Special effects, okay. They had a stunt dancer.
But you should have seen the choreographer on Uptown Girl. I mean, we ended up with this basic little, because that's about the extent of my dancing.
When you stood, you smell so good.
I'm surprised that you say that, because I've just put in such a day.
Really? Well, what is it you're wearing?
Tons and tons of makeup.
What have you been doing?
I was doing the Supermodel of the World contest, 1990, in English and in French. And so it was like, and all the contestants come from all over the world. And they all have these amazing names, like there's one girl and her name is spelled Neipplx, and you pronounce it Priscilla. It's like, so, and then you have to do it, and from the winner, who was and then you don't, but first you say, and the winner is, and then you stop, because now you have to wait, and the winner can't find out, and the French crew comes in, and then you turn and say, la gagnante est, and then you can't wait, and those poor girls are sweating it out, and then they get back to the American version, and then she comes out.
Now, you shouldn't tell us who won, because it hasn't aired yet.
Don't say that. Could you cut that?
Oh.
Bleep me.
Yeah, we'll bleep you.
And then everybody's gonna think I said something really dirty.
Yes. Yes. Her name was...
Bleep, bleep, and then they'll say, oh, she's so jealous of those girls.
Yeah. You're also a photographer. Who's your favorite model?
Oh, my favorite model? Nowadays, you mean?
Yeah, not like you're old school, Don't be talking like you...
Well, I guess... my favorites right now are Cheryl Tiegs and Beverly Johnson, because the three of us are involved in a project of these dolls that we've done together called the Real Model Dolls. Yeah. And we give money to charity for it. Well, we keep some for ourselves, too, but...
Yeah. But you give money to one of my favorite charities.
Right.
Yeah. Make-A-Wish?
Make-A-Wish Foundation that helps sick and grants their wishes. It's a great organization.
Yeah. Yeah. You also shoot sporting events. What's your favorite to shoot?
Well, I've given up on sporting events right now. I mean, I used to do boxing. That was the best because you had the atmosphere there, you had the muscles, you had the smoke, and you had the action, and I'd be there on the side very intently waiting for this, punch to fly so I could get the face blowing off to the side,
Yeah, yeah.
But,
because if you freeze it at the right time, you see the face contort and move. I've seen old photos.
And the sweat flying, and it's thrilling, and it really makes you look like a good photographer, even if you don't know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. But, there's only one person left in boxing that I'd like to photograph, and that's Tyson. But, I don't want to travel 2 hours to get to his fight that's going to last 15 seconds.
Yeah, and you missed the long one.
Which one?
The one that Buster Douglas and he did over there.
I was supposed to do that one, and I didn't go at the last minute because I thought, it's going to be over like that.
Yeah, yeah. So. What are you shooting? You say you're not shooting that anymore. What are you shooting?
My daughter.
Just your daughter?
Yeah.
Well, we'll take a commercial and we'll come back and talk a little bit about your daughter and your husband. I'm surprised you're here because I've heard that your husband hates me. I heard he hates my guts, and I didn't think he'd let you come.
What?
I heard
you
he
see,
hates
now
my guts.
that's the problem with this business. My husband and I are such fans of yours. Do you know that we've started this whole thing in our neighborhood because ours is the only street on the East Coast that doesn't get Arsenio Hall? And we've been...
Wait, they banned me by streets now?
Yeah.
Like, we can't get you on Wakefield, man.
Well, I didn't feel so bad when I thought that it was like the whole East End of Long Island. Mm-hmm. But one day I went over to a friend's house that lived 2 blocks away,
Yeah.
And there you are. And I said, what, did you tape a show or something? She said, no, what are you talking about? It's Arsenio. I said, did you get Arsenio? You know, I'll be on the phone with friends in the city and they'll go, did you hear what Madonna just said to him? No, I don't get it. Okay, I get this silly comedy show that's, you know.
You know what it is? Probably because you're on the island.
Really
It's put in cable in some way or something.
Something, but I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah. Well, tell him I said hi, because every place I go,
I just want to clear it up because, you know what? He thinks that you don't really like him.
Oh, it's one of them things.
See? You see?
And, yeah, there's probably some guy starting all this. Because every place I go, people come up to me like, it'll be like a drunk guy, and he'll have a bottle, and, you know, Billy hates your ass. And I mean, everybody tells me Billy Joe hates me. Let's take a commercial and come back and talk about Billy and the baby. You don't mind if I move this out the way, do you? Yeah, that's good for ratings. Every time I hear that song, I think about you now. Uptown Girl.
And I think about you. Forevermore, I'll think about you because your band played it so well.
Do you write or play anything?
Write or play anything?
Yeah, musically.
Oh, I thought you meant like books or with my daughter. I actually, I mean, that's a funny question, but I actually have written a song on the piano before.
Really? So you
Yes.
play a little bit?
A very little bit.
And do you sing?
I'm the kind of person that when I sing, people reach for the radio.
Oh, don't you hate that when you're in a car and saying, Uptown Girl, you be living, and somebody say,
Yeah. Worse than that, though, is if you have the headsets on and you're singing away,
Loud.
you know. She's been living, and somebody pushes that little button where you hear yourself.
yeah. And it's startling.
Yes.
Unless you're in the shower, then it sounds good.
Yes, that's true.
Acoustics in the shower are great. So the wife of Billy Joel doesn't sing. That's amazing. Does the baby sing? Does the baby have his talent?
Oh, well, she has got perfect pitch. She's 4.5 now. She's had perfect pitch, well, since she was born.
Now wait. Perfect pitch is
Perfect
when you
pitch.
hit a note and the baby
It's-
identifies. What's your baby's name so I won't say baby?
Alexa.
Alexa.
Alexa. Hi, Alexa. Hi. Hi, I'm not sure which camera it is. But well, perfect pitch means that, for example, if she's going to sing a song, she sings it on the exact note that it was sung on before, and she can modulate. And, well, for example, also, she's got some sort of, like, memory. I took her to see Les Miserables in London. And it's so cute, you know, she wanted to get the tape, so I got her the tape, and she listens to it as she falls asleep. And her favorite song has become the song that the hookers sing. So she goes around, she's going, maybe for a thick one or a quick one in the dark. It's like,
Oh, not a good song to remember from that
loves
soundtrack.
that song, so I'm trying to get her interested in Mary Poppins, but no.
Is she like her mom in any way?
Well, she's, I mean, you know, the way she looks, or...
Yeah, well, since she takes after her dad as far as her musical ability, is she...
Well,
does she want to be a model? Does she...
She's artistic, like me. She's I mean, I frame everything that she does. Yeah. And her looks, I mean, when she was born, everybody said she looks exactly like Billy. I mean, she was born, she had Don King's hairdo, went straight up, it was black. And she was adorable, but she looked so much like Billy that once this woman, as I had just struggled through labor and had my baby in my arms, she said, well, honey, you weren't nothing but an incubator. It's like, well, but anyway, now her hair has changed over, and she's got this long blonde hair, and that, you know, helps people to realize that I was a bit more than an incubator. Yeah. And, I mean, we've got similar expressions.
How about her persona, her characteristics? As a woman, is she anything like this woman?
Well, yeah. I mean, we're very much alike. She's great.
Yeah, you just start to blush and smile when you think
rave
about
about her all night.
Yeah. Is she aware of who, like you just said hello to her, is she aware how famous her parents are? Does she know my dad's Billy Joel, my mother's this huge model?
I don't know know what she thinks. You know, it's funny because some days you think that she's just a child totally oblivious to all of that, yet she understands when you have to stop and give an autograph or whatever, and she thinks the entire world knows her. I mean, you know, because, well, basically, if she gets into an elevator, everybody in the elevator says, "Hi, Alexa," you know, or on an airplane, "Hi, Alexa," poking her in the stomach as she walks down the aisle, you know, but one day it was so cute, I was thinking, well, she probably doesn't know too much, and she turns to me out of the blue and she goes, "I love you, my cover girl mom."
Really?
Yeah.
So she relates to the endorsement thing the whole...
Yeah. She's...
Wow. And how about Billy? Like, when she hears this song on the radio, does she go crazy?
Yeah, at first she couldn't understand why, you know, he was on the radio, and if she couldn't see him, where is he? And then she understood the concept that his voice would come out of there. And she's been on tour with him, so she, you know, she goes out on the road, she tries to get up on the stage and join him. But she's more aware of his because he's, you know, he's in the middle of a tour, and so she sees him in action.
Yeah.
You know, with me it's different. It's like, you know, oh yeah, there she is in a magazine or whatever.
But she knows you're her cover girl mom.
Yeah.
Will you do any more movies, any more acting?
I don't know. You know, if they would offer me something different, something, you know, I would be willing to accept a little cameo, something funny, you know, something out of left field. But I really don't want to waste my time sitting around 6 weeks on a location waiting to come out there and just, you know, play the hairdo, you know, or just nothing. So there's so many other things that interest me that, you know, I think...
What does interest you for the future? What will you do?
Well...
So I got a feeling you just want to raise your baby and be a mom. You seem like, I mean, because that's when you really light up when I talk about your baby.
Well, that is my #1 priority, and that will remain my #1 priority. I mean, when I'm doing other things, I miss Alexa. But when I'm with Alexa, I don't miss anything else, you know, so... but there's plenty of things that I can still do and have time with her. You know, I have inventions. I do all kinds of toys or things that will make life easier for people. I have a clothing line, and I have, you know, these dolls, and I do TV things now and then. I paint. I want to get back into painting.
You're busy. You're very busy.
Yeah, right now, I'm just, you know, you're the last one to have me before I go on holiday tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. The summer off, and I'm just going to stay home and relax.
Well, that's good. You deserve it. You deserve it. And I promise you, I'll go back right before we send this thing to the East Coast on the satellite. I will go back and take out the name of that supermodel of the year, and no one will still know
Good,
who
thanks.
won. Okay? Take care of yourself and come back again.
Okay, thank you.
Christie, Brinkley. We'll be right back with Steve.